chat badge that you can share. See, now when I say the TFAM, you can... I want somebody to share the damn TFAM in here for fuck's sake. Please? One person. Make my day. That's all I ask. Yeah, Laganako, you just got to go to the emotes. It's one of your emotes now. Go to your emotes. Just go to your text. Like when you talk. Go where you talk, and it's one of the emotes in there. If you're part of the TFAM, you'll see it in there. It's one of your emotes and unlocked. Yeah! Thank you, Scrooge. That's me being up. That's actually my face in there too, guys. Yeah! Thank you very much, everybody. Ali, RP Sherlock, Pedro, Scrooge. That's for you guys. For showing me that support. I made that for you guys. Yeah! Hopefully you guys like it. I turned it into an emote. And it was not easy. It takes a little bit of work, but that's okay. What did you ask me? Yeah, Laganako, since 700 subs, and now we're over 10,200 on YouTube, believe it or not. Oh, I love it. I'm glad you guys like it, so... Hey, IQ, what's going on, brother? Welcome. Nope, Brian the Great, we're just starting right now. I try to give everybody a couple minutes. We shoot the ship, but now we got to get into it. Bitcoin, as we have a full house here tonight already. Bitcoin. It's very dangerous right now. Because all day we talked about it. When we came up here, we said, not until we break. So, our first real chance to buy this market is when we get down here at 28,500. You can always buy these pedestrian bounces, but to me, I'm trying to buy it when the market's going to reverse a little bit. And it would be a worthwhile trade to me if Bitcoin's down here at 28,600, even though I don't trade Bitcoin. Well, you guys know what I trade for the most part if you're in here. But I trade the ISO coins. I don't like to trade Bitcoin. What's the point? Unless I'm trying to just have an easy trade. But like for Bitcoin, if we could hit this properly, it could have a 21% pump just to get back to 34,554 to confirm that. Because my gut tells me, even though we're oversold, we're probably going to do something like this to ride up. And then we're going to have to come up because this will be crashing around here. So then we'd have to bounce up, ride this, come here, hit this, and then probably just crash. So we're trying to project out here in the future, but we've already got the pattern that it's hit beautifully. The one that stuns me the most is Matic. I drew this pattern out, guys, and look at this. I said, guys, we have to come back to the uptrend, and I said this at what was it? $1.13 Matic was at. Well, it was way higher because we were way up here, and I said Matic was coming down here to $1.01, and I'll buy it. Well, when it got to $1.01, I told everybody I'm not buying it, and everybody got pissed because they all thought we were going to buy it and are trading. You know, because they're all trying to trade with me. And I said, guys, this looks like ass. I'm not buying this. And our real target was the ascending support. But it was going all the way back, and you would have to know this, to 2021 in May. So we hit it in May of 2021. We hit it again in July of 2021. Now we hit it again in May of 2022. This uptrending support. And look how that wick hit it perfectly. And it looks good now. But as Ali and a couple others in here can tell you, I've had this out here for weeks. We were at the top of the symmetrical triangle when I made all of these. This part, we were way up here still, and I said, we're coming way down to the uptrend. It looked crazy then, but not now. So now, it looks like a bearish continuation. That's what scares me. All of these are looking like the bearish continuation, which will drop us at least a retest on these. But I want to take a deeper look at Bitcoin real quick while we're getting settled in here. And I want to give a thanks real quick to a couple people. Sweet Abiding at 10:34 p.m. Thanks for the follow. That means a lot. You were follower number 200 and... I don't even know. It's been growing rapidly here on Twitch now all of a sudden. 251 followers now. That's crazy. 251 followers. I appreciate that. Defo Lade, you were 251. And Defo Lade, thanks for subscribing with Prime. You're active subscriber to the TFAM number 25. That's insane. If you guys are new to my channel, make sure to hit the Twitch homepage. Click my YouTube link. Go to my partnered YouTube page and join the more than 10,200 subscribers on YouTube. We've been expanding through here, and this is episode 113. So it's an honor and a privilege to have you in here to this ever-growing community. And it's just been unbelievable. Ruby Heart Drips Thank you for following. Long-time viewer over on YouTube, if it's the same one I'm thinking of. Thank you so much. So, I mean, the daily, we didn't even come up at all. The 4-hourly on Bitcoin, we didn't come up. But where did we go on the 30-minute? On the 30-minute, we're getting rejected by the 20-day, guys. And this is a big, big problem. Whoops, sorry. Big, big problem. It looks like an M-topping reversal, and don't overthink it. W. Right, it kind of looks like a V shape. We came up, made an M, and now we're kind of making a right arm. If we get rejected here, you come down to the session low, which is right here. And then if you break that, then we can go down to my target down here like I've been talking about. That's what I'm waiting for, because I think it has to finish off the pattern. And if it came all the way down here, why am I to think with how terrible it looks? And look what happened, guys. We have another indicator. The stock market came all the way back down and closed in the negative, which was insane. It had a decent rally like Bitcoin earlier in the day, but look how it closed on a big engulfing candle to the downside in the 30. So, you know, for the stock market, for the Dow, 1.67%. It was actually about 1.71% from the session low to high. But then it came all the way back down. And the only thing it managed to do was stay above the descending triangle support. Now, if this ever breaks that descending triangle support, it's a huge problem. And Bitcoin's playing directly off the markets. So Bitcoin, we've got this resistance level here. And in the 30-minute, you can see all day we got rejected by it. And that's why I told everybody, until we get on top of this, you can't buy it. You can't buy it until you at least get on top of the 20-day. It's suicide. It's absolute suicide if you get in right here. And it's just the way it is. So I'm going to smoke a joint, or not smoke a joint. I'm going to roll a joint real quick. I'm going to check on Julie, and we're going to get into this hot and heavy because we got to touch on XRP. XRP is doing the exact same thing as Bitcoin. In fact, XRP is in a little bit of trouble here because it couldn't even pull any volume out of its ass. So, we've got a little issue here. So, guys, if you could do me a favor and share this far and wide while I'm doing this, I'd appreciate that. Share me on social media. Like I said, if you got to share me on fucking Pornhub or whatever the hell the case may be, I don't really care where you share me. Just share me. Share me with your newspaper stand. You know, type out XRP Future Millionaire and put it on top of the stand. Or, you know, where people get the red box. You know, slide a little XRP Future Millionaire note up in the red box, so when they have to pull that little visor down that blocks the sun, they'll be like, holy shit, XRP Future Millionaire, maybe this guy can help me. And then, you know, it's self-advertised for us. But I'm just happy to see 41 people in here. We've been growing every single one, and in our last live yesterday, we got up to 59 people, which was a record at one time. We're starting to make a little bit of noise here on Twitch, which is absolutely fantastic. You're out of weed. That's blasphemy. I might have to go on there and start showing my goods to get more people, guys. I'm going to be honest. I might have to go on there. God knows the ladies can do it. Why can't XRP Future Millionaire? I'm sure everybody would pay to see the baby millions. To go see the baby teas. So to support the cause, go to Pornhub under XRP Baby Tees. I'll be right back. Or Jingle D's knees. No, we all know what would happen. I'd be shaking the old Groteskies. I'll be right back. And you guys all know how it's going to end. I'll play Santa, and then I'll have to play the naughty Santa, and they're going to say, Santa, come up with the song for this over 18 crowd. I'm going to be like, on the spot? Well, the only thing I can come up with is my eyes are watering, my balls are tingling, my Johnson's jiggling too. I'm not going to... So there, I could come up with the song on the spot, see? So, we're getting rejected by the 20-day for anybody who's still here. But it's at 51,344, and as you can see over the past so long, we got to 51.78. So right now we're a tiny bit over that support. I mean, just a hair over the support. We broke over this at least in the 30-minute. We just need some volume. If this volume continues like this is going to be a 90-minute catastrophe in about 90 minutes. Just saying, we need some help. Give us something. Although I want it to go down farther, but for the people who don't, but that's a hammer candle, so that's a good sign. Because I really think we have to come up here. I've been saying it all day. I think we have to come up there, guys. There's not much I can say more about it except that I think we have to come up and at least touch the 4-hour time frame. I do. I said earlier, until we get on top of this, you can't buy in. You could, I mean, I guess if you're a futures trader, I think we have to touch here. So would I be surprised to see a small pump? No, it did make me a little nervous, though, that the Dow closed where it did. That's where you got the small dump right here. But it is a hammer candle. So it could be a sign of a continuation up just a tiny bit. You know, but that's not guaranteed. If this pulls down and then it breaks this, that was a pretty significant drop for it to pull all the way back up. So that's a sign that the bulls still have, momentary control. Nothing major. But like I said, it's still on the cards where you could potentially come all the way up here or even up here. I just don't see it. So I can totally see a 4-hour touch or maybe a touch on the 2. Oh, we already did. So this hammer candle could come up from the 4-hourly. Break it up here. I don't think it would stop at 52.251 though. That's the problem. I can't wait till you say when you're getting back into XRP. I mean, I would have got back in XRP for this run, but like I've explained to many people, if you're new, I got absolutely obliterated in taxes this year, and if you didn't make... a lot of people I deal with, I understand you not making big profits or any profits, probably losing in crypto or trading based on the answers I get. But I will no longer take 10 to 15% trades. I profited $11,000 in crypto last year. I was up over $11,000. Well, my return went from $6,800 to under $3,000. That's a true fucking story. So, and then I got a little thing that said, in red, you've been hit with the capital gains tax of 35%. Like the government was fucking proud. So it's real in the U.S., guys. So I will be long holding when I get in, and I'm not going to sell the shit because then they can't tax me. That's been my plan since the beginning. Once we hit these bottoms, and it's going to be a while, I understand. I'm going to have to be patient, and I have been since I completely sold out at $1.66. Yes, I've done my short trades, but only when I thought I could make some significant money. You guys seen the couple 100% on the 20x trades, but even that can be a huge kick in the nuts for capital gains because you're buying and selling in like 2 seconds. You can do it all day. Oh, 35%, Tom. 35%, Tom. You're fucked, Tom. There's another 35%. It's the little secret that YouTubers never tell. I know we're on Twitch, but I'm from YouTube. They never tell you the truth about the capital gains or what you're in for. Hey, make my short 2% trade with me. Yeah, I'd rather not, asshole. I'd rather not kick my own self in the nuts, okay? Yeah, okay, Donnie. You can't be on your phone 4G or 5G on Twitch because I use high graphics, so you got to be on Wi-Fi, otherwise it can lag. And I'm just being straight up with you because when I use my phone and not my Wi-Fi, it fucking lags. So this is what we're looking with, guys. Even XLM, this 30-minute is exactly what we want to see because I want to see a retest of the 4-hour time frame. I do. I don't think we can continue downward and have any more pressure because look, we had with XLM, we have a falling, well, not a falling channel, but a descending triangle. Some people are trying to say it's a fractal. I mean, it can be a fractal, but I think it's a falling or a descending triangle. But look I don't think we're going to be able to continue to fall until we back test here. I don't know if it's going to happen, but you mostly will see some kind of back test. See here, we had a drop, back test, fail. Back test, fail. So, unless this is using this as a fail point, you're oftentimes going to keep using this as your point of failure. And then it relieves some pressure on the RSI and stochastic because we're way oversold like I've been talking about. Way the fuck oversold. Way oversold. So if you ask me, the one big problem here is we're having a descending triangle, or like a bearish continuation somewhat. Except, like I said, we pulled a hammer candle up here. So if this pulls up, this would be good. It's just if we pull down, this will be a bearish engulfing candle that's disguised as sort of a hammer candle here. But then it'll just pull down if we get some bearish pressure. So we never know. Good stuffings here. 300 bits. Britt popping the old mold here on the... You just were the first donator today. I really appreciate that, 300 bits. I love when you guys show that support. But really do. It means a lot to me because I do all this content out of the goodness of my heart. So the people who join the TFAM, who get the special emote of me being abducted by aliens that you can share in chat, which is fucking awesome. But good stuffings. I really appreciate that. Call the next one, stuffings. Good stuffings. Call the next one, I do. You know my list, it's large. Call the next one, anyone you see. Or maybe one you don't, because I can do it on the spot. Oh yeah, CW500 in the house. What's going on, brother? The single biggest donator that I have in here of bits. He was very generous, showing his thankfulness for me helping him sidestep the market. And I appreciated it. So, let's see. Ethereum. Oh, yeah. Oh, wait a minute. Good stuffings. XLM. Okay. So, guys, like I said before, if you donate bits or you join the TFAM during a live, you get to call the next shot. That's our new thing. You donate bits, you call the next shot. Until then, I call the fucking shots. Unless I say I open it up. But you guys are obviously allowed to say what you're thinking, because then I can, you know, gather the info. So we'll go a little deeper into XLM. How about that? Good stuffings. Hey, I'll go back. Hey. No. J-Ride, that... I realize now, because you said Ethereum, that you might think I was talking to you. I wasn't talking to you. I was just talking out loud the way I want my show to be, this show to be, because I want people who are donating to call the next shot. And that's just the thing I'm going to do during it. So if they're like, hey, I don't need you to call. I don't want to call the shot, but I'm just donating either way. But right now, since you called the shot of something I was already talking about, in CW, I'll go back to XRP. That is not an issue. You just got to wait 1 minute, but that'll be the next one I do. And for anybody who doesn't know, CW donated 10,000 bits in one shot last show, and 5,000 in another shot. So, very appreciative. My audience is very appreciative, and there's a reason why they donate. I've saved, I can't even tell you guys, for how long and how much, and for free. So, I'm going to use this, guys, because these are two clear points, and this would be the support that we would need to live by right here. So, this is what we're looking at for XLM. So, good stuffings. Wait a minute. That is what your name is. Am I just making this up in my own head? Oh, thank God. Sometimes I make people's name up, and I sound like a moron. But then they laugh, so it's fine. So, you're either doing this, good stuffings, or we're going to come up and you're going to find out right here. Oh, yeah, Joel. Damn it. I'm just going to act like you're Joel Embiid so I can remember your name. Since he's in the playoffs right now and I keep seeing that name on YouTube. So, but Joel, Mr. Embiid, it's an honor to have you in here. But anyhow, you want to see this bounce here on this support line right here. If you see it bounce on 15.1, then we can make this nice move up here to 17.3. And that would be, not 17.3, we got to get in the 4 hour. To 15.5. Yeah, that sounds better. 15.5 we would make the push to. So, Super Fat Monk, welcome in, homie. So, but if we can hold this support, this could either be a diamond bottom, which is an apple in the diamond bottom, which is a slightly inclined double hit. So this wouldn't be abnormal. And then we could either come here and fail, or we can go... Wait a minute, Joel just got hurt again. When? He had a great game yesterday. Oh, and are they playing right now? You know, it still breaks my heart because I like JJ Redick and I like fucking and I don't watch NBA anymore, but with Jimmy Butler, it was Jimmy Butler, Joel Embiid, JJ Redick, Who the fuck else was on that team? But in 2017, when they were one lucky Kawhi Leonard shot from going to overtime in Game 7. Oh, man. I wish Kawhi wouldn't have made that shot. I wanted them to win that title because I wanted JJ to win one. I liked him more than most. And I'm a Michigan fan, and he was such a dick at Duke, but I loved it because I knew he was partying, and you could just see it. And when he retired from the NBA and now he's doing his podcast, he talks about it. It's like, yes, it's exactly it. So that's what we're seeing with XLM, Joel. Does that help out? Do you understand what we're seeing now? And teaching, thanks to Tom calling the shorts and teaching the charts. Yeah, I understand that, Sherlock. That happens a lot. Unfortunately, if it's not a good Wi-Fi connection, it just takes a lot on here. That's why I like it. So, but at the same time, I know it can be a little painish. So that's what you're looking for here with XLM. You're just trying to get up to 15.5 or use this rejection point. The problem with XLM is we've got to pull this hammer candle up. Otherwise, this will come into a bearish continuation pattern. So just keep that in mind. XRP real quick for CW. CW. So what we're looking at here in the 4-hour time frame is we're getting supported here on the 51,694. That's this mid-tier, and everybody who's new can see. We have this... Here, let me get it up here. We have this falling channel, but right now we're getting supported by a couple of support levels. We had a support resistance right here in the area. So, and the reason why this happened is we created an inside-out wedge. So we have the support level at 52. We have a rising resistance that was created from another part of the pattern, and that's what we're playing in right now. And you'll see, ironically, in the 4-hourly, this played right in between both these areas, which is not uncommon. So can we get on the top side of this and play back up here? That's the only question we have before another breakdown. Right now we're on top of the 30 minutes, so we're going to find out, like I said, in the next probably, let's see, the next 2 4-hour candles, in my opinion. This one, we're going to have to see if it remains a squeeze candle or if it pushes up here. We need to break, what is that, 52,189. If we break 50... Oh, wait a minute. We already broke... What am I talking about? We already broke this. That's why I was excited about it when I came on. 52,203. Did we break that? We broke it by 7... See, guys? This is pointing at... Yeah, but it's going to break that. There's no way it's going to hold that. It can't hold this in the 1 minute. There's not enough pressure. But then again... It's probably going to hold the 1 minute. Whoa, did I just see what I think I seen? Holy shamoles. Wow. CW. 10,000 bits. I'm going to buy Dooley something nice. You better believe it. Ruby Heart Drip. 69 bits. Wow. I'm telling you guys are fucking generous. It's crazy. CW, I appreciate that. I don't know. I mean... I understand I do good TA, but I never, I never take for granted, even if I get 1 bit. So I appreciate you saying that. Like 10,000 bits, that's rather generous. Good stuffings with the 300 bits a little while ago, and Ruby Heart Drips with 69. Like, I really appreciate that. CW, was that you who sent those XRP yesterday? Out of curiosity, it had to have been. Now that you said that, I was wondering who sent that. Thank you, man. I really appreciate that. I converted them, and I hope you're not mad. But after XRP had that little run-up, I converted them to XLM and sent them over to Lobster to buy some of my assets. Hopefully that doesn't piss you off. But you sent them at a good time because they had a pump right after that. Like, really, it was a beautiful timing. But here's XRP, guys. The bottom line. 52,570, whatever it was. And then it came down to 51. So here's what I want to show you guys real quick. I want to show you it real quick. Jade, whoa. Thank you so much for the 1,000 bits. I really wasn't expecting any kind of donations here, guys. I'm being dead serious. I come on here to try to teach. Like, I teach the market conditions, but like, Man, you guys are blowing me away like these last couple classes, or these episodes. You know, I did 106 episodes, or 105 episodes. Granted, I taught classes more in the beginning. I did 105 classes without a single donation. I didn't even turn on any kind of donations until like class 100. I just came on here for an hour, just did my thing, and, you know, tried to get everybody involved. I had it private for a while, then I opened it up to public about a month and a half ago, and it's just been the greatest thing I've ever done. And I love it. I love teaching, and I love teaching the market conditions. So, real quick, before I move on, and yes, I'll get the Shiba, I promise. But before I go on, I want to do a deeper dive for CW. So, CW. So, what our most important thing is right now. I love that. I wish it wouldn't have went away so quick. Damn. But we're looking for 2 points of contact, which we have here, guys. So that's our uptrend. So you see the uptrend CW, and we'll do this, make this real easy for us. We've already got 2 wick points as well on closes, and I'm using the 45-minute because it's a shorter time frame. No reason to use the 4-hourly here, but I need something bigger to at least have enough. I can't use that one yet. It's not a closed candle. We got to wait 10 minutes. But that wick, we're not breaking it. So I'm going to just extend into the future. We're not breaking that wick in this 45, in my opinion. If we break it, so be it. But right now, that's what we're looking at. It's an ascending triangle within the pattern that we can say started confluently. What was it, yesterday? May 9th. Now we're May 10th, and we're just barely rising. We had a hit right here, and a hit right here to confirm the pattern. We had a hit right here, and already confirmed a hit right here to confirm this pattern. I think it's going to squeeze down and just finish this in the next 9 minutes in this area. And then we'll have to fill this out. So you'll probably get a bounce if we have to fill it back out. Let's see where the 30-minute is. Because if we finish it like this and don't break this prior 30, we're going to come back down to try to find more support. I mean, that volume, though, is atrocious. It's atrocious. And if we break back below, and we already, I think, did this 51,637. Nope, we didn't break below it yet. But if we do, then it's going to come back down, and it might have to come all the way back down to the uptrend at 49.6. But as long as we're over this area right here at 51.3, we're good. And then we can try to get outside. But you see this ascending triangle? We're right up at resistance, so the chances are we're probably going to squeeze back down, ladies and gentlemen. We're probably going to squeeze back down. So, CW, explain that pretty good. Or if you want to project into the future, CW, and say, hey, well, Tom, we started a rising channel. Well, I can't deny it until we break it. So that could be a rising channel, CW, that we're projecting into the future, brother. So if we're in a rising channel in the short term, like a short-term rising channel, that could be a resistance that you're looking at next as well. So there's a couple levels for you, just so you can see. Awesome, CW. What the hell? J-Ride, thanks for the 100 bits. Holy moly. CW, just... personally, the only reason I would get out of the short, especially if this candle closes, is that as long as you're over the 51,413, I wouldn't necessarily get over your short yet. Let me be honest. CW, do not get over your short until we break 52,176. Put your stop loss at 52,222. There you go. 52,222. Put your stop loss on the short. Make it earn you. Make it break you to get you out. Because if it doesn't break that, this is coming all the way back down here, and I would hate for you to miss that. And if you lose listen, I know you're smart enough and you've been in it long enough. So if you lose, and I wouldn't tell this to everybody unless I knew your situation. I know you're up right now. Whoops. We'll put it even above. At 225, it's another point. So 0.32% risk to make the market prove to you it can break that little high right there. Otherwise, you want to keep that short open and make it at least reconfirm down here. And then if it can't hold it, you would have another, you don't want to sell yourself out until it breaks it. So we'll just say from 51.8, I mean, you're looking at another 4%. So I definitely wouldn't want you to sell out of it until it's time. Hey, Kenny, what's going on? One of my longest and oldest and dearest friends that I've met over the time. I'm doing good, Kenny. I'm doing good. My son went to the doctor today. I got a great checkup. He's just, like I've been telling everybody, he's got like a little learning disability from the car accident when he was 6 months old. So We're going to get him like a neurological test just to, you know, because he was in the car accident. So any kind of money we can get him. We have a big lawsuit going with Julie and everything. So he broke his femur and whatnot when he was 6 months old, so it kind of fucked him up a little bit. A little traumatized, as you can imagine. So that's what we dealt with, you know, today. But he got a great checkup. All of his like, I have keratoconus, so I've always been worried about his eyes because I can only see out of my right eye. But his eyes are great, vision great. But this is the short-term CW. I just wanted to do this real quick because I noticed in the 30-minute we're creating a short-term pattern. And this is your short-term support resistance. So on the resistance side, just like we said, you're going to want to wait until it here. You're going to want to wait until it breaks that area. So yeah, we talked about a good area. So just make it work for you. That's all. So okay. What was the next one we talked about? What was the one we just talked about? Who asked me something? Hold on. Okay, so we had CW. We did his. We did good stuffings. Ruby, you're on deck for donating the 65 bits. Which one do you want to talk about next? Hey, Pizza Breath, thanks for the 1,000 bits. You guys are killing me tonight. Seriously, you guys are very generous, and I can't thank you enough. Like, I don't know, man. Long-term XRP, in my opinion, is going to be sub 30 cents. That's just my opinion. I've been saying it for the better part of 7 months. So, Ruby, which one do you want next? Let's see if you said anything. Luna! Alright. And I've got a lot of knowledge on Luna, as you know. Holy shitballs. I can't be reading that right. Luna's down to $18 again? Huh. Wow, guys. When I had that, remember when I had the $32 target at 113? Never in my wildest dreams did I think it would come here for that quick. Holy smokes. Holy fucking smokes. So, Ruby. Not opinion, Tom. Fact. Then all out to zero. White hats are in charge of crypto, Tom Beer. Oh, I'm very aware of that, Kenny. I'm not in crypto at all. I'm liquidated, my brother. So, hold on, guys. I'm not trying to be rude. Ruby, where'd you buy it at? Where'd you buy Luna at? Because we got to base this on where you bought it. Because right now it's okay. It's going to try to come up to the 30-minute in the 20 days. So, your first sell zone should be right here if we get rejected. So you better write this down because with the way Luna is. Yeah, Kenny, all my shit's. Kenny, you're here. So guys, I'm going to interrupt this for just a second so I can talk to Kenny real quick. But Kenny, I've been diligent and I just want you to see because you'll know what it is. So this is what I've got going on so far, Kenny. And that XDC, I bought it. This was my shot in the dark, and it cost me like $70. And now it's like at 5 or 6. So we'll see what happens. That's one that was unverified. So I just kind of did my own thing. But the rest of them, you know them all. You know every single one I have here. I've got all the gold notes. You know, I've been diligent, Kenny. I've been very diligent. So that's what I got going on here. So at least you can see that I've been diligent. I've been doing my work every single night, every single day. I've been doing what I got to do. And it's because of you guys. So, Ruby, you're on Uphold, but what was the price? Oh, wait a minute. You're on Uphold. So, what was the price you just bought in for out of curiosity? Yes, sir, Kenny. No, I don't want to do it like this. We got to do this from the longer out time frame. Otherwise, we're going to get burned here. 16? Okay, so I guess I have to do it on the shorter time then. We're at 1866. So if you're at 16, man, I know you're on Uphold. But 2250 is where we're going to have to break resistance. If we don't break 2250 or 2263, it's going to come back down. I mean, Luna is just... okay, so... Luna's get crashing And I believe there's something going on with Tether as well. It's not crashing yet, but a lot of people aren't able to sell. They weren't able to sell their USDT. I got a lot of messages today, which was weird, but then it finally let them withdraw it, so I was happy about that. So we're looking at that. And then obviously if we don't break this right here, we're going to come back down to this wick and at least retest it at $12.94. So that's what we're looking at right now. That's what we're looking at with Luna, but I want to draw you this short-term pattern we're in just so you can see it. Instead of just seeing these short resistance, supports, I want you to see what it looks like in a pattern, because sometimes it's easier to recognize. So it's very clear we have a downtrend forming. And we can use these points like that, 1, 2, or I like to go less aggressive, or the more aggressive, aggressive down for support. So we'll use this as the second point, but it still lines up pretty good no matter how you do it. And then the question is going to be this: are we projecting into the future? Or are we going to try to say we're on a quick uptrend here? So if we're just saying we're on a quick uptrend, we go from here, and that's your uptrend. Like, you don't, that's just the way it goes, and then you ride that all the way up. Now, the problem is the moment you break this pattern like this, which, I mean, we could say it's like this, but we can use this, but it's so hard to say right here, but I'd rather not do that last one and confuse people. So that's what you're looking at. Downtrending support, uptrending resistance, right? Or support in this short term, that when you break, you'll just come down to the downtrending support. So, and likely this will cap any upside. If by some miracle we get above that, then you go to the 4-hour time frame, and in my opinion, you'd come up here. But the way Luna's looking right now, Terra, it's looking like ass. The UST is crashing and it's killing people. A lot of people got hammered today because they trade with UST on KuCoin and some of the other platforms. Like, that's what they trade with, is Terra. I was doing it on KuCoin. My money was sitting in UTC a lot of the times. And all that is the conversion related to the American dollar with Luna. I'd have got fucking destroyed today if I was still doing that shit. I mean, destroyed. It'd be down 70% I wasn't even trading. So, okay, so we got that one. Let's see. Whoa, Whitey, 1,000 bits. Holy shit balls. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. J-Ride for donating those 100, or wait a minute, Jade for donating those 1,000 bits. Which one do you want to talk about next? Jade, love, which one? Dude, I really appreciate that, and it's been a pleasure to have you part of my army. You were part of this when we were just teaching class number 1, remember? And now we're into episodes because we've advanced. Super Fat Monk, we will, but we got to get through the list first. I'm doing the honor system now because the people who donate bits deserve to be able to call their shot, as I call it. So if you donate bits or you join the TFAM, you call your shot. And it doesn't have to be one I have on the board. It can be any of them. And I'll draw it out for you on the spot in a minute. Okay, so Connie, yes, please talk to Whitey. He's somebody I would love for you to talk to, as he's back from our original 5. Alright, I think so, Mr. Carter. It very well could be. Ooh, Shiba, one of my favorites. A very underrated ISO coin that is on the digital system as a digital asset. So we are good. Ooh, look at Fuel Cell, guys. Sneaking down to 334, baby! Just so you guys know, I'm up on Fuel Cell. On my short that I put in 3 months ago. Even though I was down 80%, as you guys know. I'm up about 25% now on it, and it's going to go way up. My strike price that I have to hit is $2, or my put price. $2. And if it hits $2, I've got 117 options. And I'll be very happy. That could turn into a $5,000 or $10,000 trade. My gold and silver's depending on it. But anyhow, so Shiba, let me shut up. That was a $1,000 bet I made that at one time looked like hell. I was down to like $200. But now it's back up to over 1,300 bucks, so it's up about 30%. So here. Ooh, I like Shiba. So you see with Shiba, another one that I called I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but look at this. I called Shiba absolutely spectacular with that descending triangle. We called it all the way from up here, and we knew where we were going. We knew it. Once it broke these formations, especially here, we knew it was coming down here. So here's what we have to deal with. Right now, we got rejected twice on the 20-day, but we have a bull flag here in the 4-hourly. So again, this is the easiest thing we can do, Jade. Let's grab this 4-hour wick. We have 2 points of confirmation right here. So we have, whoops. We have 2 points of confirmation already. So we have a wick there, the wick there. So there's our uptrend. So Jade, as long as you keep that uptrend, we're fine. We keep this uptrend, we're fine. Whoops. Let me make this as perfect as it can be. So we keep that uptrend like that, we'll be okay. We can come outside of it for a small wick, that's fine. And then we've got, yeah, I just want to keep you within that uptrend. The easiest way to trade this market, just stay above that uptrend, get above the 20-day right here in the red, and use it as support, and then we'll be in the best possible position here. In the 30-minute time frame, this candle is above it, and it's a bullish engulfing candle. So we're looking good right now to come up to where we're talking about. So right now, if you're in Shiba, do not sell it, because this could be a sneaky W forming to come up to where we were talking about in the 4-hourly. And if that red line comes up, that's starting a bullish divergence in the 20-day. Or I mean in the 30-minute time frame, the 20-day would cross the 50. And we still have room on the RSI and stochastic to come up here. We had a bullish cross on the 20-day. I mean in the RSI, the trend line crossed the, or the price action crossed the yellow trend line. So, and on the stochastic, the price action is being supported by the trend line. Both bullish indicators right now in the immediate short term. So what I think is going on possibly, because we had such a violent breakdown with Shiba, is there's a chance right now in the 4-hour time frame, let's mark this, the 4-hour time frame, and we'll go back to the 30, the 4-hour time frame is coming across like this. So what could be happening here is in the 30-minute, we have a bullish engulfing candle. We could start coming up like this, and if we get rejected here, because that's an ascending triangle pattern forming, which we're forming right now, but if we get rejected here and have this the second point of contact, we'll know somewhere in here, nope, probably be something, son of a bitch, something like that, and this would probably confirm an ascending triangle, and then it might get squeezed in here, and then if it gets rejected, it would come down. If not, if we pull up, then we know we've got the 4-hour here, and then if we break on top of this, we hold this, we're coming back. We probably wouldn't do that, but we'd be coming back up here for a retest. And that could be something interesting if we can break out. There's just so much resistance in this area. I would say we're going to cap any upside. And honestly, even if we broke out of this, I think it would just be a wick. Little fake out, and we'd come up to right here and cap any upside at 1864. Even if we broke out, and it would end up being an ascending triangle that hits its death right there. So that is what I'm prophesizing, because I think that's a left arm with Shiba. So I wouldn't be surprised if it did that. So Jade, what do you think about that technical analysis? Does that help? Hopefully that was worth your bit donation, even though I know that's not why you did it. But that's what I'm seeing. Until we bust that uptrend, we won't come back down to 1352. Once we bust the uptrend, we're coming to 1352. It does, Token Jesus. Absolutely. 100% looks like it. Man, I can't believe all the support here. I'm going to go make sure Julie's okay. And I'm not necessarily sure this class is going to end at 9. I know it usually, or this episode, it usually ends at 9. We might be going a little extended today, just so you guys know. So hopefully you're in for a long haul. Okay, guys, 1 sec. I'm just going to get Julie this. I got to get her little ice. Her foot swelled up real bad. So hopefully we won't lose any of the 54 people, but I got to do what I got to do for Julie. Alright, guys. Sorry about that. I commend the 48 people for staying here. I commend you. So, Jade. Awesome. Moving on to the next person. About J-Ride. What do you want covered, buddy? You are next on the Calling Your Shot. What's going on, Jerry? Welcome back. Ooh, Ethereum. Nice. Let's go to Ethereum. A lot of knowledge on Ethereum as well, as I covered on my Dogecoin and You channel. If you guys aren't familiar with that, that's my second partnered YouTube station. If you guys don't watch, I'm a very busy man. So, J-Ride. Again, I'm going to give you the short term. We have this uptrend forming. But this one is a little bit, we have to draw a little bit because of the way it's coming down. Ethereum's a little bit different than the other ones. So we're going to have to draw this downtrending resistance as well. Nope, Jerry. I think tonight we're going a little bit past 9. I've made a decision, but we'll see what happens in my house. But as of right now, the time is getting away from us. It's already 8:55, and I have no plans to stop, and I'm having a great night with you guys. So this is what we're looking at. We've hit the 30-minute time frame. We hit the 20-day, bounced off of it. We have to get over right here of 2425, and it's likely our upside would be capped at 2416 if we can manage to get over 2416. But you can see the 4-hour time frame, the 20 days, creeping down here at about 2342. So it is kind of lining up for Ethereum to hit this and have its upside capped right around here with maybe a wick tip right here. So until we break over this, I would say the upside for Ethereum is right around here on this ascending triangle in the short term. Obviously, we know in the longer term we're going to have a huge descending triangle, and it's a big problem. Or it's a fractal or a falling channel. I think it's actually a descending triangle, and if you just... Here, look. If you play it out long enough... Let's see. Oh, yeah, because we're in the daily, it's going to look a little... But it plays out like this. So, that's the long term, but in the immediate short term, this is what we're looking at in the 30-minute. We're on top of the 20-day, but like I said, the upside could be capped right here. And we look to be forming some kind of weird formation here. But if we break this, the logical choice, if we can break the 4-hour time frame, would be to come up here at 2581. That would be the logical point, but I don't know if we have enough steam to get up there. We just don't have any volume. You can see the volume's crashing on this return back up. So we're going to have to do something that's, you know, pretty cool here in order to break out of this. Otherwise, we're going to just, you know, so... That's what I'm looking at here for Ethereum. I hope that does help. You know, I'm trying to give you guys a quick look at it, but at the same time, a very informative look very quickly so that you can at least take a picture or do whatever, watch it later. Just, you know, it's coming to a spot that, you see it's coming to a tricky spot. Okay, perfect. I'm glad that helps. Definitely want to short it to 1900. Yeah, but wait until we hit the proper resistance point. I'm not saying you can't do it now, but what I am saying is let this allow you to get back in. Don't force your way back in. But you know what I'm talking about, J-Ride. You've been watching me for almost since the beginning, so you know my style. Pizza Breath, for sharing those 1,000 bits. You get to call your shot now. Which one do you want, brother? And welcome in, Pizza Breath, the very first bit donator I ever had on Twitch. He popped the virginity on Twitch. He allowed others to donate to me. He might not even be in here. He might have just come in here to show his love. He's been watching me since, shit, I don't even know. He's in the Wayback Machine. Way back. Ooh, I love Matic. I have a lot of knowledge on Matic Polygon as well. So let's go to Matic. By the way, Matic was one of my best shots. I called Matic to the fucking T. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. Look at my call. I called Matic all the way from fucking way the hell up there. And then right here I said I'll buy it at $1.01. And when it got to $1.01, I pissed my whole audience off. Said I'm not buying this shit. It's going down to 75 cents because the larger triangle, descending triangle, said so. And I didn't believe the short-term narrative that we were being told. So I knew we had to come to the uptrend. And you see what happened? We actually were forming a much larger ascending triangle, not a descending triangle, if we just pulled it out farther. So a lot of tricks being played on YouTube to make you guys think we're bullish, but we're really not. What was that question? Bitcoin 28.5K before we buy. Do we have to go up first? Sean, before we buy, our one chance to buy for this return rally, as of right now, was when it hit our uptrend. That support. But our next real opportunity would be around the 28.2, 28.5 area. That double bottom or hold that area. And that would be our first chance to buy. A real chance. Because this very well could still play out as a bearish continuation. It's just it is showing size of a hammer candle. Which can be a short-term reversal up to resistance. That's all I'm saying. So for Matic though, Pizza Broth, we're going to have to do it like this. Because we're coming up to the short-term descending triangle. And we got rejected by it momentarily. So what I'm going to draw out for you is we just need to hold this uptrend. We're going to use this wick and this other wick. Well, the other one's a candle body, or body of the candle. Actually, nope, they're both wicks. But there's your 2 points of contact. I really like to just hit the bottom of the wick. I guess it doesn't matter. But that's how we're going to do this. And as long as we don't break that uptrend, it's fine. But you see how we came back into the bearish cross. The 20 came back through the 50, which shows this might be a fake out. So this could be a big problem here. You know, but at the same time, I think what we're doing is we're trying to fill out these ascending triangles that we just created. If you guys can see what I see. This is an ascending triangle that formed on us. That's an ascending triangle. And while you're within an ascending triangle, a lot of times an ascending triangle like this on a drop is a bearish continuation. So once you get up here, you end up falling back down. And then if this doesn't hold, it ends up just... And they end up being very, very big problems, guys. I mean, there's only so much you can do with them. But right now, we're in a bullish spot until we break that uptrend. That's what I'm trying to tell everybody. We got this W. And how often have you guys seen this where it bounces and then it does a nice little head formation? I don't think it's going to come way up there, but that is the top end potential here. And then you would have a big ascending triangle form. You see it right now. But I don't think, that's the thing, I don't know if we can get up there. I doubt it. I highly doubt we're getting way up there with this volume. But that would be your prototypical, you can call it an apple in the diamond bottom with a V formation with a W reversal. So, Pizza Breath, what do you think of that? I'll be right back. Guys, I'll be right back. You know, it's that time of the night. I got to check my son real quick. Not my son. Our little one, our 8-year-old. Okay, sorry about that, guys. I am back. Wow, 48 people still here. I really appreciate that. I'm not taking a serious position until we hit the bottom. Right on. Right on, Pizza Broth. I appreciate that. Just hoping that that can help you understand exactly what's going on here. But yeah, we got a long ways to go to the bottom. Whitey, you're up next. Call your shot, brother, for cheering the 1,000 bits. If you donate, you get to call your shot, which means you'll be on deck. And we'll go in your order. And then when I need to, I'll cut back into mine. But I start out my stream, my lives, going over what I want, and then any of the donators, and we just happen to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different people donate today, which is unbelievable. Love your comment today on Telegram about the glitch. When you said about the new financial system getting closer, what do you think? How low will XRP XLM go until we switch to precious metal backed QFS system? Ooh, XRP, I still think personally is going under 30 cents and further. I had a prediction long ago of 12 cents, and I think it's going to go at least there at some point. I'll show you the breakdown of XRP, and I know a lot of people are in here like XRP, so they're going to appreciate this. So here's the deal. Let me get rid of some of these lines that I was drawing out for somebody else. Because like I said, I don't like to have the support resistance lines. We already have everything else on here that we need. But I know we're 6 minutes over, guys. I'm giving you a couple extra minutes here. But I got to go shortly, as you know. But I just wanted to give you a few extra minutes here of my time. Time's the most precious thing I have to give. So with XRP, I'm actually probably going to have to log off after this. Because obviously it's getting to bedtimes. I was being a little bit too rambunctious when I was like, I'm going to stay on forever, but then forgetting I have kids. Yeah, I'll end with Theta, actually. So, right now, we're looking at this. And then with just the current pattern formation, you can either come from here, which is where I would advise everybody with the way we're breaking down. Because we have this point of reference now, I would advise everybody to look at this seriously like this. Like, real seriously, because this is the pattern we've actually formed. That's what we formed, ladies and gentlemen, just like that. So, yeah, we're down at the bottom of support, but if we ever break that, that's a huge problem, because we're showing an M-topping reversal, and then it'll get us all the way down here. So, we have a session low right before this pump up. We had a 17 cents, but that brings us all the way back to 2021, but let's be honest, we'll probably come back down to this wick that we've never touched since. This is where it looks like it wants to come back down to, and that's around the 11 cent mark. I really believe we're going to come way down. And I believe that because if you look at this in the overall, the grand scheme of XRP, we had a brutal fail of a cup and handle. There's nothing anybody can say. We failed this cup and handle. And now typically on a break, you come back to where it started, the bottom point. It's the bottom point. I can't stop getting that image out of my head now that we actually rounded and are fucked. So that's what I'm seeing. I would write down that 15,548, the 13.7, and 11 cents because those are going to hit. At some point, those are going to hit. They're going to hit. And you can see, even if you go from here, and it's hard to say how long because that's the downtrend we formed from all the way in January of 18 to April of 2021. And now we just continue to go lower, guys. So, if this is the actual pattern, if this is the long pattern, even if we go through here and we take this bottom wick, cut through here, you have a lot of pattern. Even if you come through like this and you give it benefit of the doubt, a lot of pattern to fill out in here. Slightly ascending triangle if you do it like that, but there's a lot of pattern to fill out here. A lot. And we've already got, to confirm this pattern, ready? You need 2 points of contact on support and resistance to confirm the pattern. XRP in the weekly, ready? Support, August of 2017. Resistance, January of 18. Support with a wick through, but it still held as support, of March of 16. Resistance, By May of 2021, we had 2 points of resistance, 2 points of support. Now we're working our way back. Now, this W reversal didn't hold, as I prophesized long ago and said it's not going to hold. And that's going to help us dump down to 48 cents, which we actually came down a little bit farther to about 47, about 47. But now if we bust this descending triangle, that's going to open up the door to come next to 42. You break 42 down, you got 32. You break that down, then you got a huge mess. And it's just going to be a big problem because you can even draw this pattern out a little bit different in the shorter time frames and say, hey, Tom, we've got a much more aggressive downtrend. And I'd say, all right, I can't disagree with you. And then you say, well, what the hell is the support if we have such a downtrend? Well, I'll show you. Because it's going to be brutal. That would be the pattern we're actually in right now. And look where it touches. It actually meets right at that uptrend. So I like confluency, guys. So that is actually what you're looking at for XRP. So let me delete this. Whoops. Well, the uptrend for XRP here. Let's use these two, okay? We'll use these two as our wicks. So there. That's our uptrend. That's your uptrend. That's what you're looking at if you want to keep it real. That's your uptrend. So, and yeah, we're making one big M. So, that's the thing, guys. If that happens, that's how we get below 1. This is the only way we get below 1 cent. If this ends up being one big M, this could get you all the way the fuck down to God only knows where, right? That'd be the dick and ball pattern, as I call it. You're fucked. XRP would drag its dong across your face. It's that simple. And we're ending with Theta, then I gotta go. If anybody's waiting to send a donation, your time's almost up. If somebody wants to join the TFAM, obviously do that. But if you're not following the station, most importantly, hit that follow button, join the other 252 people. And then after you do that, make sure to hit my YouTube link on the Twitch homepage. Join the more than 10,200 subscribers on YouTube. It's just the thing to do. So with Theta, we're in a falling channel. And right now, as we drew yesterday, or some time ago, we broke that already. But now we've come down off of $1.60. And if you look right now, we're at $1. Is it still $1.78? $1.78.30 for Theta. So right now, the $1.78, as you can see, which is kind of ironic, is this old descending triangle. That's the resistance line that used to be support. So if we go down to the 30-minute time frame, look at this. You can't make this stuff up. So it's got to get back in there. Otherwise, this is drawing out to be a topping reversal pattern, and it's going to come all the way back down to $1.60. And then likely further, because this is what you're looking at, just like I drew for everybody else right now. The uptrend, it's a very short-term uptrend, so you can use it. And then if it breaks it, you know, it's going way down. At all costs, Theta somehow has to hold this uptrend, which I doubt it will. But in the immediate short term, this is what you have going on. An ascending triangle, that's what you have. So likely any upside is going to be capped either at this resistance line of $1.84 or more likely $1.94 could be if this is a left arm or the right arm. But it's acting as a shoulder and it could come up and try to tap here again. If it breaks out of this, then you're going to cap any upside up here at $2.12. I don't think it's going to get up there because you also have the 4-hour time frame. That is going to try to stop right now Theta at $1.93 if we're lucky enough to get there. Ruby, thanks for the 26 bits. That's very generous of you. You already donated 69 earlier. Have a good night. And I will talk to you soon. No problem, Jerry. I hope that helped. Oh, Juju. That was you who said that'll be one big M. It would be. I didn't know that was you. I apologize. That's Julie, for anybody wondering. I kind of just been bouncing around, Julie, so I apologize, Juju. But yeah, the XRP is definitely, it can be one big M in the weekly, and that's something that is a big problem. That's something I've been watching that I don't think a lot of people are paying attention to, because I know you don't really know a lot about it, Julie, but if this actually were to bust, you've got a bull flag on two separate areas, but you could say from down here, you know, you've been trying to build something, and if it were to fail what it's trying to build, I mean, that's ugly. It's ugly. Like I said, the 52 people that are on here, make sure to hit that follow button, or the 47 or whatever it is, it's bouncing around. Hit the follow button on Twitch. Join the other 252 people. Also, hit the link for my YouTube. Join the other 10,200 plus over on YouTube. And with that, it's been a pleasure. It's been an honor. Have a good night. And I'll likely see you again tomorrow at some point. If not, our regularly scheduled program continues on Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Stay blessed, everybody. And hey, Kook Bro, thanks for the 100 bits. I really appreciate that. And join Tom's Army over on YouTube, or join the TFAM here, as we have 25 people that have joined the TFAM. We have over 250 people in Tom's Army. So join the experience. Join this big run. And everybody who donated bits or joined the channel, much love and respect to each and every one of you. Hashtag be better, do better. Hashtag FUD Assassins. And remember, help one person each and every day. Because if I don't do my part and you don't do your part, what the hell is the point? Kenny, have a good night. Jurgen, have a good night. Mr. Crothers, have a good night. Kenny, have a good night. Juju Fish, I'll see you soon. Ali, have a good night. Whitey, have a good night, brother. Sink Laundry, it's okay, because the replay will be on in 2 seconds. You can watch it right here as soon as I hit the stop button. Stay blessed, Token Jesus. Even Jesus is in the house.